Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a good break so far, getting ready for the holidays. We are going to be doing a little bit of an intense look today. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm about to do. I'm just gonna kind of wing it and see what happens. But I wanted to do like a really fun, like New Year's Eve type look. Yeah, let's get to it. Okay guys, so I skipped my foundation routine just because I wanted to focus this on the eyes. So I'm going with my Urban Decay shadow primer and just putting that all over my eyelids with my finger to ensure that the eyeshadow we're going to put on won't budge the entire night. And going in with my Sigma E40, I'm going to go into this Nude Tude palette by The Bomb Cosmetics, and this palette is amazing. Just look at all those beautiful shadows. I'm obsessed. Going in with the color Stubborn, just using this as a very light transition, just putting that all over the crease and blending up towards the eyebrow to make sure that the colors we put underneath, on top rather, the darker colors will blend smoothly. Just using windshield wiper motions and blending it nicely, making sure that there's no harsh lines, just getting it all over there. And then going in with a little bit of a darker color, it's called Sultry. Again, doing the exact same thing, just blending it all into the crease and upwards as a little bit of a darker transition shade, starting to darken up the eye a little bit. Now using this glitter, it is the Covergirl Bombshell Shineshadow, using my finger and just dabbing this all over my lid, not going past the crease. Just keeping it right on the lid from inner corner to outer corner below the crease. Just using a brush just to ensure that the shadow is evenly distributed all throughout the eye and that there's no really harsh line, just kind of blending it out a little bit. And then going into the color Standoffish with my MAC 239, I'm going to pack that color all over the gold that we just applied. And the color Standoffish is a little bit more of a pinky gold rather than the yellow gold, and I really like the way this turned out. It really took out all the yellow that was in the Covergirl shadow, and it is a little bit of more of a yellow gold, and I wanted it to be more of a pink gold, just like the Standoffish, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. And then I took the same Standoffish and I ran it underneath my eye as well on my lower lash line. And then taking the color Serious in the same palette is a very, very dark green, and using my MAC 213, I believe it is, the pencil brush, I'm just going to dab it in and dab a little bit of the excess color off, and I'm going to map out where I want to put the color. So just creating kind of a V shape on the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to draw it out and fill in the V a little bit as well. Doing this very slowly because it is a dark shadow and it's very pigmented, so if you put too much on, it's really hard to go back and fix it. So taking my time and doing this nice and slowly, bringing it into the inner corner as well along that crease, but mainly focusing it in the outer V. And then I'm going to take my MAC 217 blender brush and blend that out so there's no harsh lines and everything looks nice and smooth. And then going back in with the pencil brush and a little bit more of that Serious, that dark green, and just deepening up that crease in that outer corner and just making it as dark as I personally wanted. This is all personal preference. You guys can make it as dark as you want or as light as you want. I just wanted it a little bit more dark, so going with the pencil brush and then again blending and back and forth until I was was happy. repeating the same process on the other eye. And don't be scared if the colors kind of look like a hot mess if you put them on right away. I know dark colors can be a little tricky, but the key is to blend everything out really, really, really well, and it won't look like a hot mess, I promise. Then going into the same palette and taking the color Sleek, it's a very dark matte brown. I took the same pencil brush and just directly put the color in the outer V and in the crease, very much lower than the green, the serious, the color that we took. And this is just going to warm up the eye and make it more wearable rather than having just a stark green eye. So again, I took the pencil brush and then I took the shader brush, the blending brush, and just shaded that brown to make sure that it blended nicely and there were no harsh lines. And keeping this more on the lid rather than blending it more upwards like we did with the green, because you want to have a gradient. You want to be able to see where the brown is and where the green is, because this is still primarily a green smoky eye. The brown just really helps it make it more wearable. And also blending the brown into the gold to create a nice gradient. And now I'm going to take the pencil brush and taking the serious color, I'm going to run that along my bottom lash line and connecting it to the upper V to create a nice symmetrical and even eye. Whatever you do to the top, you normally want to do it on the bottom as well. Without doing shadow on the bottom lash line, your eye just looks incomplete, and to me it kind of looks weird. You don't have to smoke out the bottom lash line so heavily. Most people don't really like that. It's all personal preference. I like a very heavy smoked out under lash line, so that's what I did. But if you guys want to keep it more neutral, then you can just go in with just a little bit of the color. And then I took that same gold that we used in the beginning and I just ran it along the inner portion of my lower lash line, keeping it fairly on the inner half, not too much the outer half. Also putting that a little bit in my inner corner just to connect the top to the bottom. And then going into my Tamanna palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, using the Shadow Noir, I'm using my MAC 266 brush, and I'm just going to put that in the outer V of my eye on the lower lash line, putting that in my waterline all the way, and then smudging it just a teensy bit on the bottom lash line, just in the outer half. As you can see, I put it on the lower lash line in the outer half, and then I'm going in my waterline and I'm lining the entire eye. And now for eyeliner, I'm using my liquid liner, my Maybelline Master Precise, and it was a little bit dry, so it was really hard to get it like the black that I wanted it to be, but I got it there slowly. Just doing what I usually do, mapping out my eye, creating that outer V, and then dragging it back in. Nothing too special. And doing the exact same thing on the other eye, of course. Using my Maybelline, the Colossal Volume Express, just giving a nice coat to the top and bottom lashes. You don't want to neglect those little baby lashes at the bottom there. And now I'm going into this ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadow in the shade Tassel. Just using any white eyeshadow basically. I'm going to use this to highlight right under my brow bone and also in my inner corner, the tear duct area. Look, we are going to be using false lashes because I really wanted it to be dramatic and intense, so I went ahead and popped those babies on, and I'm awful at applying fake eyelashes because I don't wear them often at all, but you can really see what a difference it makes. As you can all see, I'm very unsure about it. And that's how it looks with fake eyelashes, so intense. And then I just used a little bit more mascara to connect my real lashes to the fake lashes, and I also used eyeliner just to cover up the band a little bit to hide any glue that was there and make them look more natural. Now for my lips, I'm just using a nude because the eyes are so intense. This is by ColourPop Cosmetics. It's in the shade Brink. So I'm first lining my lips, and then I'm going to go in and use the same shade, also Brink, with the lipstick part of it and fill in my lips. And that's how it looks with a matte nude lip. If you guys want to stop here, then by all means, I love it just like this as well. And I also contoured, and I used my highlight and I contoured my nose, but I wanted to skip that part because I really wanted to focus this on the eyes. But if you guys don't want to do just a matte lip, I did the exact same look and I just added a nude gloss on top of it. This is See Through by MAC. And that is the finished look. That's how it looks with a nude lip. And there you can see my contour and my highlight. I'll list all the products below that I used on my face. Okay, so that is the completed look. I'm still a little iffy on the eyelashes. I'm so not used to wearing fake eyelashes. They're really much for me. I don't know. You tell me what you think. They're like really intense. I didn't think they would be this intense. Like sometimes I'll look at pictures and they'll be like natural looking, and then sometimes I look at pictures and they're just like in your face. Oh. So let me know what you guys think of this look. If you guys want to try it for your New Year's look. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and have a good day. Bye-bye.